How's it going, guys? Electron Man. Well, we're going to do a little different project today. Basically, I'm a cheap person, and I need a little solar charger, but I want something more than that silly stuff that they say put on your dash, and you need at least a half amp to keep a battery charged, so you know to trickle charge the battery right and keep it maintained. So I got to looking around, and I found this is a 10 watt panel. I was debating on a 5 watt, 10 watt, and 25 watt, and this kind of fit my size. Basically, is what I was looking for. Something that's pretty compact, but still has enough punch to keep a battery maintained. I've got a car out there I haven't been using a whole lot, and if I don't remember to go out and start it every 2 or 3 weeks, it'll end up draining down. I've also got an old Ford Jubilee tractor. The same thing. I need to maintain them a little better. I'm going to try one of these. If I like it, I'll probably go ahead and make another one. But listen to that rain. But anyway, so I bought this 10 watt solar panel. I think it's $15 under $20. And then I bought a cheap, basically solar panel controller, and that's going to be my my trickle charge control. Which this is perfect for trickle charging because it senses and it won't overcharge your battery, and it also keeps it from draining your battery at night. There is probably a diode on here, but I don't trust it. I'd rather use a charger. And then I bought this, it's just basically a set of alligator clips to hook up to your battery. So that's my. Basically, I've sat here and pondered for a while on how I'm going to figure out how to do all this and make it to where it doesn't have to be totally waterproof, but I need it to be to where I can trust it. Like I said, I'm not planning on leaving out in the winter all on there. I'd go a lot deeper in the ceiling, but basically, I just kind of want to keep the water off of it for the most part. So my idea is basically I kind of already pre-cut this, but I'm going to build a form around the outside of this panel like this. It also adds a little bit of weight, so that between that and this, I don't think it'll blow off. But the idea is basically have this set on top of the hood or a convenient spot, obviously face the best it can towards the sun, and then hook it to the charger and let it do its business. So anyway, I thought I'd build a little form around it because at first I thought about sticking it on the back of that, but I'm afraid that for one thing, I wouldn't have any way to really protect the charger from water. This way, I'm building that little cabinet around it. I could even put a back lid on it, completely seal it, not have to worry about it at all. But it does have a USB charger, and there is some controls and status you can look at. So I kind of want to leave the back open. We'll try it this way. If it ends up where moisture is getting into it, I can always add a back cover to it real easy. I guess I could go plexiglass so I can still look at it, which we'll see if it seals itself good enough the way it is. But anyway, first thing I did, is I kind of cut me some. This is just some 1x4. Cut me a little form that I'm going to put together here like this. And I'm going to mount the solar panel on this wood right here. And it happens to work out just right on height-wise that I can mount that like that. Oh, shit. Mount that like that, and the solar charger will mount to this wood on the inside like that. So I have full access to it. And it should work good. Anyway, let me go ahead and get started on it. First thing I need to do is get this form nailed together. Actually, I think the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and put this charger, which basically I've already done the measurements and kind of mark some lines here. We just want it flush with the bottom. That's what we're looking for there. And just taking a couple little wood screws here. Okay, now we're flush there. It should sit on there just perfect, which it does. As you can see, it sits on there perfect like that. So we'll go ahead and wire the controller up, which is pretty simple actually. Let me strip this wire back a little further here. And then you're going to hook the two, which obviously reference your instructions, but you're going to hook two of them up to the solar panel here, and they're going to go on the left ones here. And you just want to loosen these up. And put the wire underneath it. It's polarity sensitive. And let's see, yes, it is polarity sensitive. Positive is the first one. So obviously we want to take our positive here. Let me strip those back a little further too. Okay, then we're going to take the positive one into here. And we're just going to take it, tighten it down. And we're going to take the negative. Tighten it down. Wiring part's really simple on this, guys. It's gonna cinch down. Okay, and there we go. Now I've got my solar panel hooked up to the charge controller now. And then next thing I want to do is hook up the battery charger, or the output, you could say, which is going to be kind of the same thing. Go ahead and take this wire off of here. This will be the one that you hook up to your battery. Go ahead and strip it back some. Like so. First, go ahead and unload this. Loosen these two. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to fit the positive in there. Tighten it down. Put the negative in there. Tighten it down. And really, that is all the electrical wiring I'm going to have to do on this. The third set here is for a load. Like if you wanted a fan or something to run, you could put that on here. And basically what that does is that will run off the load of the solar panel. A power fan or something is basically something you want to control. Obviously if this was hooked to a battery, then when you pull the load, it'd pull from the battery back over into that load and run that fan, and it kind of keeps the balance there. But anyway, we're not going to use the load. We're just using this as a controller to charge the battery. So basically that's all I got to do on that part. All we need to do is position these wires so they're out of the way. Set her in there like that. Okay, now let's just put my little form together here. Just kind of square it up. Start with one corner squared. Move over here to the other corner. Square it out. This doesn't have to be a rocket science either, guys. This is just a simple little form to hold the solar panel and the charger. Okay. And then we got our last piece of printer. I'll probably come back and put a couple more brad nails in them just to, once I get her good squared away. Basically, I'm just making sure they sit flush. Okay. Getting the idea, guys, of what we're doing now. See, now we got our form built here. And, I wonder if I should have put a strain relief on that. Drilled a hole and put a strain relief. That might not have been a bad idea to drill a hole through there, and it's easy enough for me to go back and do that. I might just do that. Go ahead and drill a hole near run the wires through there and put a little strain relief on these so I don't have to worry about it pulling on that. Well, I'll get back on that. I'm gonna go ahead and drill that and get caught up on that and make sure we're good and square and put a few more brad nails in this form. I could have put some glue on there too, but I don't really, this is not like structurally, it's just a simple box that should hold together fine. If I have a problem coming apart, I'll put a little Elmer's on it next time. But anyway, let me get back. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up a little bit here. Put a few more brad nails in there and go ahead and drill a hole and put a strain relief on this. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay guys, there you go. There's our built-in little form we got here. I got to figure out, I think I'm going to use silicone to secure that wood to that. Basically, that's what I'm going to end up with is a box that looks like this right here. And obviously, just set this on your hood or whatever. I might even put a little rubber around the bottom of it. In fact, I need to go get some silicone. I think I will pick up a little weather strip to put around the outside here. So if I lay it on the hood or something, one thing, it won't scratch it. Also, it'll just seal it that much better for moisture. Set this wherever you need to be like that. Obviously, if you can, get it pointed at the sun the best you can. You know where the sun rises, you know where you get the most intense sun out of it. Probably maybe an angle like that, but anyway. And hook these two up to your battery and go to charging. I think this is going to be a cool little addition if it works out good. I mean, I got less than 30 bucks in this whole setup here, and it should make a really nice not only a car charger, but in case of an emergency or something, it definitely gives you a source to charge your cell phones and stuff. A half amp on a cell phone and charge a cell phone probably in 3 or 4 hours, especially at 5 volts. So it has multiple uses. It's just a nice little portable I guess you could call a power source, solar power source. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this. I will come back. I need to go get some silicone. I don't have any of that. Thought I did. We'll go ahead and get this glued down here. I think that's going to be my best option. I thought about screwing it down, but it's kind of hard to get into the back of there. Actually, if I put a nice bead of silicone around it, it'll really seal it so that I don't have any water wicking up underneath there. It should keep everything good and dry on the back side of this. Anyway, I will be back. And just like magic, I'm back with some silicone. 100%. I don't use anything but 100%. You'll be sorry if you don't. That acrylic stuff is. And I'm just going to run me a bead around here. Nice little generous bead. Just like that. And then we're going to take this and nice and neatly lay it on top of here. Just like so. Wipe off any excess that I have. And we'll just let that dry. And we'll be back when it's dry like magic. And 3, 2, 1. Boom. Like video magic. Here we are back, guys. And silicone's all set up now. Now all we got left to do is I'm going to put a little rubber strip on the back of it. The idea behind this is to protect it from damage and stuff if I want to set it up in the hood or something. Also, if I decide to later on and I want to go ahead and put a plexiglass back on it, make it 100% waterproof. Well, I'm ready. I just lay a piece of plexiglass over that seal, put a couple screws in it, and boom, and be 100% waterproof. I'm really not thinking I'm going to need it, but at least I've prepared for it if I do. And all in all, I think weather stripping cost me about $5, and probably got about 50 cents worth of silicone there, and really, it's probably about $3 or $4. Well, since I'm not using all of it, let's say $5 I added to it to the project to put this, to silicone it down and make it a little fancier. So like that. Well, this is definitely not a have to what I'm doing here. Just since I know I'm gonna be using it to like charge my car, my idea is I'm gonna just lay this right up on the windshield. It'll have about the right tilt on it, and I won't damage anything, and it'll also seal any weather from getting into it. One more little deal here. Like so. Like so. And boom. Shakalaka. Just like that. We now have, yeah, hopefully that's going to stick pretty good. It should stick pretty good to that. Oh yeah, that definitely gives it a nice feel for seal there. And of course I put my strain relief in there. As you can see, I just drilled it off and put a tie there to keep it from pulling through, so you don't have to worry about tugging on these wires and pulling anything loose. Sure my panel's nice and clean, and we're gonna hook her up tomorrow and see how she does. Damn. Get a clean rag here. Yeah. Alcohol on here, just clean all my fingerprints off of it like it matters. There you go. Voila. Yeah, well, there's that project. We now have a little emergency solar panel charger with to charge your gel cell. Actually, you can set up this charger to do all your different sealed, you know, lead acid, etc. Just a button. Hold the button down there for 5 seconds, and then pick the LED, and it shows you right there which ones to pick. But which I'm going to be using a liquid, so I'll set that to hook up the cars, or flooded, whatever they want to call those. And we'll see how she does about holding the old charge up on those vehicles. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this little project. Just thought I'd bring you along and let you see what my idea was as far as having a little handy solar charger on board. It'd be real nice too to take out camping or something. You want to charge your cell phones, or if you want to run a fan in the tent, whatever. I mean, it has the capability to run something about half an amp, so that'd give you your limitations there. And of course, you can always hook a battery up and recharge and have a nice little secondary power supply. 12-volt power supply. I even thought about putting a cigarette jack on the side and putting a little set of batteries in there, but then that's not what the point of this is. Anyway, guys, have a great day out there. Hopefully you enjoyed this little video on how to make a portable solar charger. Have a great day. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up and pick that bell so you'll know when the next cool video comes out.